Okay, so only y2 equation is highlighted. And if you look at the question says for t from 0 to 10. Very important. So what you need to do is you go to your window, set your x minimum equal to 0, your x maximum equal to 10. Next step, go to zoom. Select zoom fit. That is 0. Then wait for some time. If I can finish, you can't, that means there's something wrong with you. Some of my answer may be wrong, but that doesn't mean that you should know where I go wrong. Your calculator should be faster than mine, okay? Do you get the graph? Okay, So you see this question, I give you 3 marks. I give you 3 marks. At first, after you do a zoom fit, you got the graph like that. It look like over here is flat. It shouldn't, correct? So what are you going to do with this? If you got a graph like that, if you sketch a graph like that to me, I will give you 0 mark. You have to modify. So from here, after you got this, you should go back to your window. Please go back to your window. Okay, the issue now is, if you look at your y minimum, your y minimum is extremely small. 0.017 around that. And your y maximum is very, very big compared to your y minimum. Correct? 35. So what I need to do is now the critical part of this graph is around here. So if the critical part of the graph is around here, then I have to change my y maximum. What should I change the value to? If you compare to negative 0.0017, I think my y maximum, I will change it to 0.2. Or even 0.01. Am I right? If I put it to 0.01, I also consider it as quite big already as compared to my y minimum. Okay, so I change my y maximum. Okay, I change it maybe I change it to 0.05. Okay, then I go to graph straight away. Then you wait for a while. So when you have this issue, then you have to take notes. Do you see a turning point now? So for part C, the way I'm going to put my answer will be like that. Okay, I'm not able to show the critical point. if I start from 0. So I put the graph like that. N at 10. You see? I put the graph like that. The 0 is here. So I'm not able to plot the 0. I tell the examiner. The examiner will understand for this case. So I have to get the coordinate of this point and this point. I got the shape correct, 1 mark. I got the coordinate here correct, 1 mark. M point here, 1 mark. So the 3 marks will be there. So every time when you see a graph like that, you have to learn how to do the adjustment. Now, if I go back to window and I put my Y minimum as 0.01, that will be much lower. Then it will expand, it will enlarge the turning point. So you go to graph, you see your graph will be totally different. That's why you can't get the graph like what I have in the exam answer, because I exaggerated it already. Hello, do you get me? That is how you play around with your graphic calculator. Clear? Okay, everyone. So may I know what is the critical point? 1, 2, 3, about 4. 4 and negative 0.010020. 177. Okay. And when x equal to 10, so that is how you should show. You want to get 3 marks. Are you clear? Okay. You have to play around with it. So that means there is a place whereby this is the time ST is decreasing at the fastest rate, right? Okay, so my graph for ST will be go up, turn here, then come down, then go like that. This will be my ST graph. You see, based on the VT graph, I can know the ST graph. And here is your 4. And here is the, am I right? Okay, anything else? No. So this question, the difficult part is the sketching of the graph. So don't trust your graphic calculator, okay? Go back to the window and observe what should you change so that you can show the critical point. Are you clear? Okay, done with question 1. Any other thing about practice 1, question 1 that you want to ask? Every test sure got 1 question on this. And what function I want to give you, you attend tomorrow class. I will review the function to you. And you wait lah. Similar, not exactly, okay? You know my style, am I right? Similar, not exactly. Okay, anything else for question 1? No, Okay, let's go to question 2. Why? Put down your handphone. Go. Thank you. Okay, question 2. Question 2 I discussed already, correct? So this is the question whereby maximum, minimum, you definitely, there is one part you need to form the formula. So, but you look at question 2, you don't know how to do part A, you don't know how to do part B, you don't know how to show this, you still can get your 3 marks. Because the formula is given, you still can work out this part. Am I right? So never give up if you say you don't know how to form the formula. You still can do the second part. Every question formula definitely will ask you to show the function that you need to find the optimum. Okay? So done with question. Okay. Any issue with question 3? Hurry up. No. Okay, question 3 is we put into a, this is not contextual at all. It's very direct. So everyone got a problem with question 3? No, huh? Okay. You say no, I will pass. Okay. Question 3, no problem. Question 4? We are discussing practice 1 SAT 2. Do you know how to show from the PT given to the one that is required? Or you haven't done your practice test yet? Huh? It's easier to find the derivative. You know how to change, huh? Okay. It's 1 plus. Oh, okay. Oh, divide by 20, is it? So the 2000 become 100. The 1000 is 100, correct? Or that this one is 20,000. So this is 1. Right? So it's easier. Do you know how to differentiate this? You know how to differentiate this, huh? Oh, this one changed to 49. Yes. You know how to differentiate this, huh? You know how is this graph look like, huh? Sure. Okay. So I'm not going to show how to differentiate, huh? Hello? Do I need to show? Yes. Okay. If you need me to show you how to differentiate, please let me know. Okay. So this one, I will put it to this form. Bring it up. So I use chain rule. So now can you please try to use chain rule and get the P prime T? You will see this question in your paper as well. So how am I going to set the question? It may not be the same as this. Okay, I will go around and check whether you know. This time round, you can bring in your 1-page handwritten notes. So you please write down examples. If you know that certain differentiation you don't know how to do, can you please do that? So you cannot say, I cannot remember the rules. Do you get me? So what I do is, bring down the power, Copy down the whole thing. Power, take away 1. Differentiate this one. Copy down the whole thing. And time by the derivative of the power. Close. Take out your graphic calculator, multiply all this number. All right? So you got 900. Is it? Or 9,000? 9,000, correct? I don't know. I need multiply. I just need your help. 9,000, huh? So it will be 9,000. 9,800. Okay. 9,800 e to the power negative 0.2t divided by 1 plus 49 e to the power negative 0.2t squared. So this is always greater than 0. So if the derivative is always greater than 0, it shows that PT is always increasing. Am I right? So that is how you do the application. And the graph for PT, if I'm not wrong, it should be look like this. There is a limiting value, correct? So what is the limiting value? 1,000. So if I ask you to sketch the PT graph, you must write down this y equal to 1,000. If you fail to do that, you won't get full marks for that. Hello? And how to prove that? We have done it many times. Correct? You please revise. If you don't know what to do, if you cannot remember, please write down in the one-page handwritten notes. Your one-page handwritten notes, you want the wording to be how small also can. No one care. So there are two important functions. There are two important functions that I say, please write down in your notes. Did you? Did you write down in your notes? Should I make it a point that on Thursday, I will check everyone one-page handwritten notes? You don't say, wow. Okay, that is one of the questions from the exercise. I have posted it in WhatsApp. Talk about I think is it the area or the perimeter, whereby you have this function. All right? You want to find the optimum. Am I right for this question? Do you know which question am I talking about? I ask you why I want to change it to this form. That is a question. Review 3B. 3A or 3B? 3B, question 2. Whereby they ask you to find the equation of tangent at x equal to -3. Not bad, on my memory. I didn't refer to books. You see, that is called learning now. Most of the question that I did it before. Okay, Within 1 week, I can remember one. That's why I can mark your exam paper pretty fast. I memorize all the answer already. I'm not doing like that. Unless, there is something wrong. Then only I go and refer. Okay, can you tell me why I change it to like that? Yes, all my A plus student. Huh? What do you mean by simplify? What do you mean by easier to differentiate? What do you mean by easier to differentiate? Those take spec max. Yes. Those sitting up there, the whole row there. Why must I incorporate it into the square root? Can't I just do it from here? You see, you don't know the reason why people want to do that. That's why nowadays good people become bad people become good people. Hello. You can find the domain easier. I think this one can find domain easier. If you talk about domain, correct? I would say this is easier. X must be greater than 0. No, X can be any value and 1 minus X must be greater than 0. Right? So X will be less than 1. This is easier. If you talk about the domain, I would say this is easier. This one is harder. So why I want to turn into that? Quick. You have been toxic by your high school teacher about how to differentiate. That toxic, I must detox you. Detox you by asking why. When I teach you differentiation, first thing I say that whatever you can simplify, you simplify first. Correct? Okay, after you have done whatever you can, you ask yourself, can you use simple rule? If simple rule cannot work, then I ask myself, can I use chain rule? If chain rule cannot work, then only I search the help of products and quotient rule, which means that product and quotient rule are the most complicated rule. So why I change it to like that? Yes. But doesn't mean all can be done in that way, am I right? So this one, I can just use chain rule. But this one, I have to use products rule. That is the reason. I don't change anything for no reason. See or not? If deal with maximum, please. If you're not able to tell me, you are not fit to be an engineer from today onward. I know dy dx equal to 0. I know. But in this case, should I find dy dx straight away? Or I have an alternative? For this case, I have an alternative, correct? And it will make the differentiation so much easier. What is that alternative? Am I right? Do you know how easy is it to differentiate this now? Do you know how easy is it to differentiate this now? Hello, young people. Good things, all things which are good, please don't throw it away. You should take it and enhance it. That is called creative. I'm not asking you to come up with new thing all the time. When you take the old thing and make new thing, that is called creative.